She was just a human girl. Small, dirty, shackled to a post like a wild animal. From the shadows of the slave pens, the alien dragon beast watched. His name had been erased long ago. His captors called him Beast, as if he couldn't think, feel, or understand. But he did. He understood everything. And today, for the first time in years, something in him stirred, because he saw what they did to her. They dragged her in from the mines, barely more than a teen, lashes across her back, wrists raw from chains. The guards laughed as she staggered, spat at her when she fell. Stole water, one said. Spoke back, said another. Then came the taser, the kicks, the scream. The beast did not move. Not yet, but his pupils narrowed to slits, black as a void. His claws tightened on the stone floor. A low growl simmered in his chest, unheard by the laughing guards. They did not know. He had watched thousands suffer in silence, waited in chains for the right moment. He was ancient, patient, and, above all, observant. But something about this girl, she didn't cry for long. She whispered words to herself when they left. Strange words, not Dravari, not trade common, but something older. The beast tilted his head. That language, he knew it. Are you praying? He rumbled, just loud enough to reach her. She gasped, twisting toward the shadowed cell next to hers. You can talk? The beast stepped forward, letting the faint light fall on his scaled face. Glowing eyes met hers through the bars. I listen. I understand. I remember. The girl blinked tears away. They told me you were just an animal. A weapon. He gave a sharp-toothed grin. So they said, What will they do to me? She asked softly. His smile vanished. They will break you, unless I stop them. She looked up, hope flickering. Can you? He didn't answer. Instead, he closed his eyes and began to hum. Deep, resonant. The stone trembled faintly. The girl frowned. What are you? Counting, he said. 13 more minutes. The guards came back at the 15-minute mark. One held a brand. The other had brought more chains. They never saw it coming. A thunderous crack shook the walls. The beast cell door blasted off its hinges. In the same second, he surged out 20 feet of ancient muscle and rage. The first guard screamed as massive claws cleaved him in two. The second turned to run. He never made it 3 steps. Flames engulfed the hallway. The girl stared, mouth open, as her chains fell apart, sliced cleanly by a flick of the beast's tail blade. He crouched before her, eyes glowing gold. Come. Time to leave. The prison erupted in chaos. Sirens wailed. Alarms blared. Armed soldiers scrambled to intercept. But they weren't prepared. Not for him. They had forgotten what he was. Forgotten that once long ago, he led a flight of sky-born titans across galaxies. That he had burned fleets from the stars. And now, he remembered what it was like to fight for something. Or someone. He tore through steel walls, ripped apart war mechs like toys, protected the girl behind him with wings of obsidian scale, and she followed, barefoot and bruised, never once turning away. They reached the outer gates. Dozens of Dravari soldiers waited with pulse rifles and shock grenades. The commander stepped forward, sneering, Back in your cage, beast, or the girl dies. The girl flinched as rifles aimed at her. The beast narrowed his eyes. Try it. They fired. He moved like a storm. Wings flared, mouth open wide. Fire poured out like the wrath of stars. Screams filled the air. Soldiers fell, weapons melted. When it ended, nothing stood before him but ash. He turned to the girl. Can you walk? She nodded, still stunned. I don't even know your name. I lost it long ago, he said. but you may call me Karn. Karn, she whispered. I'm Lyra. Then hold on, Lyra. With one great beat of his wings, Karn launched into sky. They landed hours later in the wild canyons beyond the slave city. Karn collapsed beside a river, wings torn and scorched. Lyra rushed to his side. You're hurt. He rumbled. I've known worse. Freedom always comes with fire. She touched the edge of his cracked horn. You saved me. You woke me, he said. I've slept in rage for centuries. But your pain, it reminded me of who I was. Lyra blinked. What now? Karn lifted his head toward the stars. They think me dead, but I live, and I remember every prison, every scream. He looked at her. Will you help me break the others free? Lyra's eyes blazed. Yes, all of them. Karn smiled. A storm gathering behind ancient teeth. Then let the stars tremble, because hell is coming, and this time it wears wings.